Hello, my YouTube family. This is your host, Aaron here. This is Times with the Narcissist Explained. Tonight, I have a very important topic, really for the men, but ladies, you can listen in too because you may also help your man with this kind of subject. Last night topic I deleted because I kind of felt like I was beating a dead horse and I wanted to try a different subject. Plus, there was other things I could have talked about that I didn't talk about, so I felt like maybe another time I could redo that message. But tonight, I have an even more important message. We're going to talk about semen retention and fertility. Now, right now, there are couples out there, or some of you who are on my channel, who want to have children. And believe it or not, a lot of times, especially if you're a healthy woman, it'd be the man who's not taking care of his seed the way he should, that can affect fertility or cause fertility issues, right? And it's really been an ongoing agenda from the system, right? Basically, um, this culture now, especially with the internet being introduced in their late in the not late early 2000, because I used to start off with AOL, but this culture now is introducing things that entice men to want to release all the time. They're not letting their sperms mature as it should, right? So now let me start off with this one point here. Every man has a right testicle and a left testicle. The right testicle tends to be bigger than the left testicle, right? And a lot of times when you're whacking off all the time, your left testicle tends to get way smaller than the right testicle, right? What those testicles are there for is not just for holding sperm, but it's also an indication of balance within your very being. If you're looking at balance scales, look at your testicles as balance scales. When you're on semen retention as a man, your testicles indicate the level of hormonal balance, the level of mental balance, the level of testosterone, just overall balance in your being when both testicles are almost the same size. You know, the right one is always going to be bigger, but when you're on semen retention, your left one is going to go almost as big, sometimes just as big as the right testicle, right? And so these are key indicators that you're a balanced man. You have adequate level of testosterone. You have life force energy flowing through you. You're in balance now. Um, but also, one of the key factors to fertility is when men are on semen retention, they have to go at least 70 days to have mature sperm. So 70 days, mature sperm, that gives you a much higher chance to have a baby with your lady. You understand? Because the sperms are now maturing. They're moving around now. Also, it's not just semen retention that you have to do and holding it in because, you know, between 70 and 90 days, those sperms, 90 days is where you should aim for, is what I say. But another killer of fertility in men is wearing a lot of boxer briefs. So it's not just masturbation and porn. You can be on semen retention and be killing a lot of sperm because you're wearing things that generate a lot of heat. You're sleeping in things that generate a lot of heat, wearing a lot of comforters at night and things like that, not having an adequate amount of coolness over your body. Um, Believe it or not, also, there are certain fabrics that kill sperms too. Polyester, number one killer of sperm, right? So these are the things. That's why I've been getting into more so cotton based boxers or pretty much wearing pants that are more cotton based, more loose fitting, so that way my testicles can breathe and it won't be at a super high hot temperature that kills the sperms. You know, a lot of truck drivers, their sperms get killed all the time because they sit down for long periods of time as well. You know, so those of you who are truck drivers watching this channel, you want to have kids, you know, you have to find a way to keep your testicles cool. I understand you're doing your job, you know, wearing tight things like spandex, and you know, when you're training, that can also kill sperms too. Jock straps, that will definitely kill sperms if you playing football, you know, like wearing pads and stuff all the time, that will kill the sperms. You know, like I said before, the agenda is really to target people's fertility. Did you know that when you go on a trip, when you go to the airport and you got to go through TSA, and you got to go through that little scanner where you lift your arms up in the air and the thing rotates around you. That thing is beaming like radio waves and microwaves that actually kills men's sperm and damages women's ovaries. Did you know that? If you research this, you'll see this for yourself. You know, so they don't want us to reproduce. That's why they keep putting sex, sex, sex in front of our face. It's a shame how I saw a video of a young man was exposed to a stripper twerking, and he probably only like 4 years old. He watching her twerk. He looked hypnotized and mesmerized. Hormones fluctuating up and down. He don't know what he looking at. You know. Let me tell you something, man. When I was, and I'm gonna be open and honest, because I'm not afraid to tell you all what happened to me when I was younger. I was exposed to pornography at the age of 12. You know, for a week straight, I had wet dreams back to back. That's how messed up. That's how it messed me up. So imagine that 5 year old kid seeing a stripper twerk in front of him. You know, you got dudes out here like I'm not even gonna mention the celebrity, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Letting his son getting sucked up by a stripper. Do you know what that does to him psychologically? He will not have much balance growing up because he was exposed to lust at such an early age, right? These are one of the factors that affect fertility. You know, it's a lot of factors that kills the reason why a lot of us ain't having children, you know. So, for the fellas, make sure you stay on your semen retention. I know it's difficult, trust me. When them sexual urges hit, them sexual urges hit, you know. And it's like your thing be like, oh no, let me out. I want to reproduce. And you have to be disciplined enough. There was a time where I had to put, and I'm just being real with y'all tonight, man. This is really for the men that's listening. I hope this message help you all. And ladies, if you're listening, hopefully this will help you all reproduce. You know, there was times I had to take a bag of ice and put it on my put it on my junk just to calm it down because it's just that wild, that aggressive testosterone flowing through my body, man. It gets that real, man. It gets that intense. So this is something that needs to be talked about, right? Because your testicles are not just there to hold sperms, they actually indicate the level of balance within your body. So when your testicles look even, you're in balance. When one testicle looks smaller than the other, you are out of balance, as a man. And so this is something to think about. I hope I didn't blow your mind with this one, but this is also spiritual, esoteric knowledge that I'm kicking out to you all. And for the ladies listening, help your man. Sometimes if you want to conceive, you have to let your man take a break. Let him get at least 45 days in, as if you could hold out that long, or 70 days, no sex, and you'll all be disciplined so that way when it's time, you all can plan it right, and you all can actually conceive. Also, there are sexual positions as well that helps induce a baby uh, quicker or a better chance of getting pregnant or getting your wife pregnant. Basically, I don't know if it's called missionary. Basically, you getting in between her legs and you getting on top, you over her, and you hitting her from the front. Yeah, that is a good way to impregnate your woman. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much the best position to impregnate your woman. You can hit her from the back, you can hit her from the side, you know, you can make her get on top. But if you really want to get her pregnant, hit her from the front, and just unleash. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real with y'all. We grown folks. I'm keeping it real with y'all tonight. You know, and so this is important stuff because really this system wants to target our fertility and our ability to procreate new generations, right? What also helps, fellas, you have to exercise because exercise, when you look at your veins and your heart, when you're exercising, you're allowing things to flow, you're allowing blood flow to happen, you're pushing anything that's clogged and you're allowing the blood flow to push it around so that way it can get processed outside the body, sweating out any toxins. Also, the food that we eat. Um, Fellas, I'm going to tell you right now, if you want to produce a lot of sperm, eat walnuts. Eat walnuts, bro. Listen, I'm talking about every day I have a pack of walnuts sitting on my dressing table. It's just sitting there. And then I just, grab like 4 or 5 of them and I chew on them. but also be careful because sometimes, it can kind of lock up your stomach a little bit unless you like take something to drink, um, something to help push it through your system. You don't want to just eat walnuts without drinking water or something because it will make your mouth dry. But walnuts, that can definitely help you produce more sperm, but that's only if you can handle it. Don't bite off more than you could chew. I'm telling you, walnuts will do it to you, fellas. But listen, y'all, I hope this information has been helpful. Listen, fertility can't happen, but a lot of times it's the men's fault because the men, a lot of times we so damn ready to hump something that we don't know how to keep ourselves under control, and that's all right. Now some women, they have issues. They have cysts on their ovaries that they don't know about, or some women just eat real bad. They have a lot of toxic waste in their system that prevents them from really having kids. So it's just things to think about. But overall, this message was for the men. I hope all of y'all have enjoyed the message. Listen, I love y'all. Those who are new, those of you who are new, welcome to the channel. I hope you find some answers here. And listen, y'all be safe out there, man. All right, bye bye now.